and helped us get started. And then we've been connecting ever since. So it's always a pleasure to work with you, Krystian.
Thank you.
Thank you very, very much.
You're welcome.
And without further ado, Krystian Shaw.
Hi, my name is Krystian Shaw. I run and own a disability awareness, success stories, and inclusion for all newsletter called the Kamloops Self Advocate. The newsletter turned 9 years old in September, and I'm grateful to be here. Thanks to Susan and the Big Little Science Center for booking me to do a presentation for you guys. I was born with developmental disabilities and an anxiety disorder. Over the years, I have caught up a lot intellectually. I'm also on autism spectrum. I do struggle with social skills, but I can read, write, and spell fluently. School wouldn't teach me. After elementary school, thinking I couldn't learn. So between my mom, Sylvan, and teaching myself, by the time I was an adult, I learned. Then I had a real desire to help others with talents. Just before my 24th birthday, I decided I wanted to run my own business, but I needed people on my side to teach me how to do that. So I started asking around. Dustin from New Horizons used to run her own business and said she would love to show me the ropes. I was sent to Community Futures to learn about how to get advertisers and prices to charge, so I could keep the newsletter financially in the black. I then asked around for others who had talents who would like to write stories for me each month too. They were willing to do so for free at first, until I started to make some money. I didn't get paid either for the first few years, but now I can pay everyone for their contributions. I'm so grateful for all their support. I was shown how to do a template to get the newsletter ready for print, and I even know how to do invoices. Mom taught me how to use a calculator so I can figure out on my own how much to charge for so many months. I have support workers who help me deliver hard copies around Kamloops each month, and I have the newsletter online as well. My mom always told me I could do anything I set my mind to, with the right supports in place. And I have been very lucky to have all the support I have had through the years. Now it's my turn to give back. I can do the newsletter independently on my own now, except for editing. Everyone needs an editor. My job title is Communications Coordinator, Publisher. I'm also an award-winning promoter for social change. My job also consists of researching different stories, finding people to interview, and spreading the word about the newsletter, either by media or by doing presentations. We are also on Facebook, so I run it and post different content. I reach out to businesses for possible advertisements and keep a list of when ads expire, so I can ask for renewals on time. It is a lot of work, but has helped me with my memory skills and helps me to stay organized to reach my deadlines. but it is lots of fun too. I really enjoy the challenge. We have different themes in the newsletters. I have formed an advisory group from the very beginning so they can brainstorm ideas with me. They give me article ideas and theme ideas I should focus on each month. For example, Christmas and the holiday seasons, New Year's, Halloween, or whatever else we want to focus on. We make the newsletter inclusive by focusing on different subjects and themes, and we try to incorporate everyone's ideas. I have interviewed people ranging from singers, songwriters, and even mental health comedians. I've also interviewed reality TV stars with Down syndrome from a TV show called Born This Way, and some amputee fashion models. I really enjoyed interviewing someone who owns a Christmas history site that also promotes Hanukkah on their site, and they also promote how people celebrate Christmas in different parts of the world. We promote people from across the world, including the States, the UK, Australia, across Canada, and especially Kamloops. We have kindness and compassion interviews, recipes, awareness days, quotes, jokes, movie listings, and entertainment sections. The newsletter is designed to interest everyone. The newsletter is free for the public. There are advertisements inside which help fund the newsletter. I have different contributors on the newsletter team that writes articles. We have even interviewed people with disabilities and non-disabilities. We promote a friendly and caring world for all with the goal of promoting less stigma and discrimination. The newsletter had a documentary made about the newsletter and about the founder's birth and how my newsletter got started by Shaw Cable on YouTube. Let's go to YouTube and put in my name and it will come up. I have also been interviewed by Kamloops this week lots of times and on CBC News Radio, lots by different media outlets, including Midday, with CFDC TV has also interviewed me. My proudest moment was having my story published in Canada's 150th yearbook that was put out by CBC across Canada. I promote my newsletter on different websites, such as Ability Online, which is based in Toronto, but they have members across Canada. Self Advocate Net is another website that promotes the newsletter. I have my own column on Self Advocate Net, and I have my own message board on Ability Online where I talk about my advocacy work and the newsletter. Ability Online is a safe website for those with diverse abilities. Professionals, caregivers, kids, and teens have their own section that is different from the adult section where I post the newsletters. They even have staff and volunteers pre-screened. My favorite interviews are singer and songwriter articles because I love music. I gear this newsletter to professionals, parents, people with diverse abilities, and the public. We stand out from other newspapers in Kamloops in the fact that our main purpose is to reduce stigma and discrimination and to promote success stories instead of sharing negative news. I deliver the newsletter to coffee shops, food places, cafes, and to the Big Little Science Center, Fun Factor, and Kamloops Hospice. That's to name a few places. It's online and offline in Kamloops. Our newsletter is very cool, fun, interesting, and a positive read for the community. Our newsletter keeps things seen. That's what makes it fun and cool to read. And now let's bring up the other thing.
It'll just take a minute.
Okay?
If you want to keep going or ask questions.
People should be seen in the media and in the film industry more often. So there's a Dear Everybody campaign from Holland, Glorfield Kids Rehabilitation Hospital that increases disability representation in movies, shows, photos, commercials, and in the media, which increases inclusive employment by letting people sign an agreement saying they promise to increase disability representation in the media they produce. They are based in Toronto, but it's a national campaign in Canada to reduce stigma, discrimination, and ableism to promote disability awareness. I am proud to announce that the Kamloops Self Advocate has signed the agreement with other big companies across Canada because we want to create a better world for everyone. We signed the agreement to increase diversability representation in the newsletter. The Kamloops Self Advocate newsletter focuses on diversability representation and wants to increase diversability representation in the newsletter. We want to promote fair representation of people with disabilities and stomp out stigma, discrimination, and ableism. Promoting inclusion and diversity in the newsletter lets people know we have far more abilities than disabilities. Thanks for listening.